Hey guys, so we're dealing with these cubics, okay, and we were dealing with the factor term earlier. I'm just going to go on to some handy questions first and then go on to the factor term. So page 77, question 5 says, investigate if x minus 2 is a factor of this cubic. Well, if x minus 2 is a factor of this cubic, then that means that graph crosses the x-axis at x equals plus 2. Okay, so I just changed the sign of this. So as I said again, if this is a factor of this, then that means that graph crosses the x-axis at this point. So to see if it does cross the x-axis at this point, or if this is a factor of that, we sub 2 into this. If it gives us out 0, then it is a factor. So 2 in everywhere I see x. So 2 cubed is 8, 2 squared is 4, multiplied by minus 5 is 20, 8 multiplied by 2 is 16, minus 4, so that's minus 20 and minus 4 is minus 24, and 8 plus 16 is plus 24, so 0, so yes, it is a factor. Okay. Next up, find p. So here's p. So find p if x plus 2 is a factor of x cubed plus 6x squared plus px plus 6. Okay, so they're saying that this is a factor of that. Okay, so they're telling us it is, but they want us to find this p, this number. Okay, so this p stands for a number, but they're not telling us what it is yet. But if this is a factor, then that means if I put in minus 2, it's minus 2 because I've changed the sign of this. So if I put in minus 2 in for the x values, it should equal 0. Okay, so we're going to do that. So minus 2 cubed plus 6 minus 2 squared plus p minus 2 plus 6. Okay. And I am going to take this minus 2 and I put it in there, and now I'm going to work it out. But I'm presuming this is 0. Okay, I'm presuming it's 0 because it says this is a factor of that. Okay, so let's just work out what I have. So minus 2 cubed is minus 8. Minus 2 squared is 4. Multiplied by 6 is plus 24. Plus p multiplied by minus 2 is minus 2p. Plus 6 equals 0. So what do I have? Well, I have one equation. I have one unknown, p. So I should be able to solve this pretty easy. So minus 8 plus 24 is plus 16, plus 6 is 22, minus 2p equals 0. So minus 2p equals 22 across minus 22. And you know me, I don't like dealing with these minuses, so I'm just going to change the signs the whole way across. So 2p is 22, so p equals 11. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so here we have a cubic. Okay, so it's a cubic, so it's going to be shaped like that. And I want to see where this cubic crosses that line. So I need to find out, first of all, the 3 factors, and then once I found out the factors, I'll know where it crosses that x-axis. Okay, so that's just a sketch. The sketch I have done, it's crossed it in 3 places, but I don't know how many places this will cross it in. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3. Right, the first thing I have to do is a bit of trial and error. So I am going to put 1 in for this. I'll see if it's a factor. Okay, if I put 1 in to this for where x is, and if it equals 0, then I know x equals 1. Okay, so I let x equal 1. So 3, 1 cubed minus 4, 1 squared minus 3, 1 plus 4. So that's 1 to the power 3 is 1, and multiplied by 3 is 3, minus 4 minus 3 plus 4. So that's 0. Okay, so x equals 1. So I got it on the first attempt. X equals 1. So therefore, a factor of that is x minus 1. Okay, so we just change the sign. So there's one factor. Now we need to get the other two. So I will divide x minus 1 into the original cubic. Okay, again, you might like your box method. I don't mind if you want to do it the box method way, but I like this way. So this is the way I'm going to do it. So what do I have to do to x to get 3x cubed? Well, I multiply it by 3x squared. Okay, so x multiplied by 3x squared is 3x cubed, and then minus 1 multiplied by 3x squared is minus 3x squared. And now I'll take away. So 3x, oh, sorry, it's a cubed, not a squared. So 3x cubed minus 3x cubed is nothing, okay, or we can cancel it, whichever you want, okay, but realistically they minus to nothing. Now, minus 4x squared minus minus 3x squared. Well, minus minus is a plus, so it's really minus 4x squared plus 3x squared, which will give me minus 1x squared. I'll bring down this, and I have minus 3x. And now I ask myself again, what do I have to do to x to get to minus 1x squared? Well, I'll multiply it by minus x. Minus x by plus x is minus x squared, or minus 1x squared, so it's the same thing. Minus x by minus 1 is plus x. Okay. So minus 1x squared minus minus 1x squared. Well, minus minus is like a plus, so minus 1x squared plus 1x squared is 0, or nothing. Minus 3x minus x. Okay, so minus 3x minus, because we're minusing them, x. And we will get minus 4x. Bring down the 4, we have plus 4. And lastly, ask yourself, what do I have to multiply x by to get to minus 4x? Well, minus 4. Okay, so minus 4 multiplied by x, minus 4x, minus 4 multiplied by minus 1, plus 4, minus 4 minus minus 4 is nothing, 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, so we know that that is a factor of that because it's given us a 0. And we have up here as an answer a quadratic. Okay, and all I have to do is factorize out this quadratic then. So 3x squared minus x minus 4. Okay, so you can use your guide number for this, lads, or your minus b formula, but just I suppose because I'm used to looking at them, I can do it without using the guide number. Minus 4. Okay, so just bear with me, just make sure that's right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so there it is factorized. Right, so here's our three factors. 3 minus 4, x plus 1, and x minus Okay, so lastly, we want to see where it hits the x-axis. It hits it in 3 places. Right. Well, all along we've been just changing the sign there, yeah? And really why we've been doing that is because, let's say I take this, okay? Well, we would let the bracket equal 0, and then it would be x equals 1, okay? So that's why I've been just changing the sign. So for this one, again, if you let it equal 0, bring the 1 across, it'll end up being minus 1. But this one is 3x, okay? So let's just do this out. 3x minus 4 equals 0. So 3x equals 4. So x equals 4 over 3. So x equals 1 and 1/3, or 1.33. So x equals 1 and 1/3. Okay, so what's that is telling us is, well, this is what it's going to look like. We've it hitting at minus 1. We've it hitting at 1. And we've it hitting at 1 1/3. So something like that. Okay. Okay, so that's it really. If you can just practice some of those questions on page 77, you should be okay. I mean, again, lads, there's not hard maths there. Okay, you just need to know how to divide in algebra. I've put up a question already, or the box method already on the Facebook page. So whether you want to do it like that, or whether you want to do the box method, I don't mind. Right? Box method is probably, it's nice and easy, but I don't know, personally I like this because you can actually see what you're doing. You're actually dividing it into this cubic one by one. You know, you can see what actually is happening. You're dividing this into it. Whereas the box method, it's kind of just, I don't know, it just magically appears the answer. Okay, but whatever you prefer is fine with me. Okay, we'll talk to you Monday. Have a good weekend.